You're sitting in a room full of people, laughing, talking, music playing, and yet something inside you feels completely empty, like you're watching everything from behind glass, present but not there, surrounded but somehow invisible. This isn't depression, this isn't weakness. This is one of the strangest, most misunderstood feelings a human being can experience, and almost nobody talks about it honestly. Here's what's strange. You could be at a party with your closest friends, mid-conversation, mid-laughter, and suddenly, without warning, a wave of silence hits you from the inside. Not the room, you. Psychologists call this existential loneliness, and it has almost nothing to do with how many people are around you. Because loneliness, real loneliness, isn't about the number of bodies in a room. It's about something far deeper, something most people spend their entire lives never fully understanding about themselves. Here's what's actually happening. The human mind doesn't just crave presence, it craves resonance. It needs to feel genuinely understood, not just heard, not just seen, understood. And the painful truth is, most conversations we have every day never touch that level. We talk about plans, we talk about work, we talk about other people, but almost nobody asks what's actually going on inside you. And over time, the mind starts to notice the gap between who you truly are and who you're allowed to be in most rooms you walk into. That gap is where loneliness lives. Not in empty houses, not in quiet nights alone, in crowded rooms where no one sees the real you. There's a specific kind of person who feels this most intensely. They're usually the ones who think deeply, who feel things they can't quite put into words, who laugh at the right moments but carry something heavy beneath it all. They've learned to perform connection without actually experiencing it, to smile without opening up, to be present without being known. And here's the part that hurts most. They're often the warmest people in the room, the ones others come to for advice, the ones who hold everyone else together. But who holds them? Who asks them how they really are? Most of the time, nobody. And so they sit in silence. Not physically alone, but entirely unreached. So, what does this mean? It means the loneliness you feel in crowds isn't a flaw in your personality. It's a signal. Your mind is telling you something important, that surface-level connection is no longer enough for you, that you've grown past small talk, past performances, past rooms where nobody goes deeper. Psychologists suggest that people who experience this kind of loneliness most intensely often have a higher capacity for emotional depth. They feel more, they notice more, they need more from the people around them. And there is nothing wrong with that. The wrong thing would be to keep mistaking presence for connection. So the next time you feel alone in a crowd, don't ignore it. Don't perform your way through it. Sit with it for a moment, because that feeling is pointing you towards something rare, toward the kind of connection that actually fills you, toward people who don't just share your space, but share your silence. And those people exist. They're probably sitting somewhere right now, feeling exactly what you feel, surrounded by everyone and understood by no one.